All right, all right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Rockets at Clippers. Game audio and scoreboard only. I'm your host, Troxel Sports Talk. What's going on, everybody? Let me share this out to the world. What's going on, Monstar? How's it going, brother? Oh, I'm doing good, man. Uh, just came to find out that PlayStation View is going out of business. They will be canceling their service as of January 30th. What's going on, Daniel? How's it going? Yeah, I know, Monster. It's crazy. Um, so I got from now until January 30th to find a new provider. Daniel says, let's go Rockets. I might have to start listening to you, Daniel. I've been losing. I'm going for the Clippers, but hey, I just want to see Paul George and Kawhi. But to see Harden and Westbrook, man, it's going to be a fun game. Hopefully, all four of those players are playing. Daniel says, "Hey man, Clippers got a chance, but I got the Rockets." Hey, if the Rockets win today, I might have to start going with what you say. Because you've been right like almost every time you popped in. You said, "Hey, go this team." That team wins. It's like, all right, what's going on here? You got the inside scoop. All right, there's Kawhi. What's going on, 2K Plays? What's going on, the Gridiron Blitz? All right, Kawhi and Paul George playing tonight. Second time this season. My first time watching them. Oh, oh my goodness. Kimball Walker, my prayers go out to you. He got stretchered off. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that just gave me goosebumps right there. Like that's crazy. I got the Clippers. 2K plays. Daniel says Gridiron is in the house. It looked like he ran into his own player, um, and then he just kind of collapsed on the court. He got stretchered off. His neck is in a brace and was stretchered off the court. But I will say that watching it gave me goosebumps. Like I was just like, oh man. Oh, absolutely, Gridiron. Definitely prayers up. Shout out to the 5 people watching. Appreciate you guys. To the 5 people, let me know who you guys got in the chat. Houston or the Clippers. Oof. I will never do Cuervo. That stuff gets you messed up. Hopefully after these commercials that the games could start tipping off. Shout out to Sprite. 2K Play says, man, I gotta work tomorrow. I do too, 2K Plays. What time you start 2K Plays? Oh, wow. Hey, that's gonna be a nice little paycheck though. Working from this Wednesday this week all the way to Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice little paycheck. Yeah, I work tomorrow. I'm off Sunday and Monday. And I work Tuesday, Wednesday, off Thursday, Friday, go back Saturday, then I'm off Sunday, Monday. Next week working 7 to 6, 4 days straight. Oh man. While we're waiting for the commercials and the actual game to tip off, go ahead and click the button if you can, and subscribe to the Gridiron Blitz, and also Amy Amor and the rest of the Sports Movement Network will be greatly appreciated. Also, we have merchandise. Uh, Link is in the description. All right, it's looking like it's about to start tipping off. Yeah, one prior 40. I have no faith that the Detroit Lions is going to beat the Redskins. What's going on, Detroit Legend Sportscast? How's it going, brother? Oh, about the racist comment? Uh, I think Miles Garrett is kind of a head basket for doing what he did. All right, Willie, I see you drinking some scotch. Have one for me too.
Oh, 293.
All right.
Harden only had 47 in that one. As we look at the starting lineups for tonight, Westbrook, Harden, Ben McLemore is starting in place of Daniel House, who's out with a shoulder injury. P.J. Tucker and the surging Clint Capella. Zubats, Leonard, Mo Harkless, Paul George, and Patrick Beverly, who was actually the hero of the
he's
game
a great
on Wednesday
player,
night
but
in the victory
his judgment,
against
man,
the Celtics.
I don't know. He's a head basket.
So another good crowd on hand at Staples Center. And these Clippers 9-1 in their own building.
Got the Clippers,
So
got the ball first.
Former teammates Russell
So
Westbrook
they will
right now
start the
guarding
fourth
Paul
quarter
George.
with the basketball.
Leonard got hit.
Ooh.
Shots good.
Oh, Kawhi.
Well, P.J. Tucker
With the
is not a
hand one.
wallflower, folks. You can tell
What's
by
going
that
on,
frame
Data
right there
boy?
how
How's it
strong
going,
this
brother?
man is. But Kawhi Leonard has got length, strength, and plenty of game. And falling away, no problem, through contact. I mean, listen, the strength of his hands to have him swipe at it looks like maybe P.J. gets it loose, but he commands it and puts it in the basket.
They're not only obviously offensive dynamos in this game.
Kawhi
We have
hits
some
the
more
free throw.
talented defenders, obviously, with Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverly. P.J. Tucker's up there as well, one of the more underrated defensive players in the NBA. Westbrook gets to the rim, can't get it, but Mr. Rebound as of late. Clint Capella with the follow.
Well, this guy has been
The Mavs just
so important historically
the
to
Cavs,
Clint.
143
When he's
to
played
101.
well, this team has played well.
Yeah, the
How many
Mavs are
nights of
playing
20
very well
rebounds
this
has he
year.
had?
5 consecutive coming into tonight. Tucker again in pursuit. Leonard.
You know, with Luka Doncic and
Capella
and Kristaps Porzingis,
well, Mike D'Antoni,
that's a nice little 1-2 punch they got there.
It doesn't work without him. Harden finds Westbrook. Westbrook throws it away. Both teams have dealt with turnovers in terms of issues. Westbrook and Harden, because the ball in their hands so much, they turn it over at a high rate. And same thing for the Clippers. They won despite a rough night turnovers the other night. Beverly misses, but Zubac puts it in. Ivica Zubac has become a very valuable member despite only playing about 15-16 minutes a game.
How about the 2 blocks he had on Kemba Walker? Kemba normally, if he gets his shoulders
2K.
turned at the rim, he's good to go.
I wish, though.
McLemore, and a 3-second violation call.
Ivica Zubac is going to just see Capella goes over to help. It leaves a mismatch on the weak side. He just gets inside position.
Oh, the Lions
James
will
Harden.
not ruin my Thanksgiving.
So that's offensive 3
Last
seconds.
year was the last year for that mess.
They called that 3 times in one game. You can go weeks without seeing that call. Must be in an email to the officials.
I was going to say, or was it against the Knicks? Because you clearly didn't. We're surprised by
Only
it.
way we could trade Thon Maker for Luka Doncic
deflected out
is if we give
and it was touched
like the
by
next
Mo Harkless, so Rockets
5
will
years
gain
to
possession.
10 years, first-round picks.
Harkless, one of the new
with
members of
Thon
the
Maker.
Clippers. Doc Rivers is loving
Ain't gonna
his
happen.
defense. Harden splits the defense down the lane for an easy scoop layup. He just, as you said earlier when we were talking, he's just in complete control.
Oh, let me do the
Beverly. And Capella already with 3 rebounds. Meanwhile, for the Rockets, their 8-game winning streak came to an end on Wednesday night, losing in Denver. Westbrook, nice fake, and draws the foul on Kawhi Leonard.
Let's just watch James Harden do what he does. He's never in a hurry. He's going to manipulate what he wants. How about if you're in a pick and roll situation and you are not solid at the point of the ball, look out with that guy.
PJ Tucker shot in and out. Paul George the rebound. Both George and Leonard played big minutes on Wednesday night, more than Doc Rivers wanted, as they want to keep especially George's minutes not exceeding too much early in the season. Harden a deflection. Once again, Harden in the top 10 in the NBA in steals. And a reach-in call on Beverly. We'll be watching Beverly and Westbrook go at it. They certainly have their history, including after last week when Westbrook was said, you're all kind of being fooled by what Patrick Beverly is
2K play
doing.
says, man, let's do it.
And a
LOL.
mind game trying to draw the charge.
Oh, Harden with the in and out
Beverly
for
just
3.
got warned about a flop.
One Prayer 40 says,
the
or
fine
Christmas.
off that
They
one.
definitely not ruining that holiday. That's my favorite holiday.
Zubac. Good defense from Harden.
Yeah, they will never ruin another holiday for me ever again.
Zubac on the finish.
You know,
So Doc
because
Rivers
if
was
you
talking to us
have
about in
no
the pregame,
expectations
Paul
and
George in a
they
pick and roll,
win,
just the ability
then
for
that's-
he and
that's a
Kawhi
good
to
day.
make that pocket pass.
Russell Westbrook tries the banker. And George comes the other way. George from straight on. That's
Ooh,
a three.
Paul George with the 3.
George's first couple of games back was just
Oh, absolutely, 2K
sensational
plays.
shooting the
Pistons
basketball.
definitely need to bring Sekou
did
up
have
from the
another
G
good
League.
game the other night against the Celtics. Overall, leading.
He's
in
been
scoring,
balling.
just over 28 a game. Beverly harassing. Offensive foul. Beverly
Oh,
draws the
offensive
charge.
foul. Patrick
Excites
Beverly
himself and the fans.
picks up the
This
charge.
young man loves a challenge, and I agreed with you. He flopped on the last one. Watch James. He's just up in his grill, pressuring, tries to make sure the official knows I'm not reaching, and then make sure he stays close and gets a whistle.
He said when he played briefly in Houston this couple of years, he learned a lot from James
Yes.
Harden. He also learned how to defend him a little bit.
Right.
I think
But
Driscoll
that was
can win a game.
Westbrook
but I
was
don't
laughing
want
at
him
last
to.
week when Beverly's talking about and everybody saying he's a
Snell
great
or Sekou
defender.
Curry?
Harden had 47 in the game
Um,
as the ball knocked out of bounds. Stay the same way.
I mean, I want both of them, on the active roster for the Pistons,
Beverly
but
really hides his emotions.
I
Doesn't
mean,
he?
I understand they wanted to kind of develop
Doc Rivers
him
said to him, I
a little
need
bit
you
more. So
to play with emotion but not be emotional.
I don't know
so
if we're going to see him. I wish we could, but I don't know if we will.
With the deflection. Beverly goes right at Capella, off the glass.
All right, Patrick Beverly.
If you're going against
Made it over
size, as a ball
Capella.
handler, you've got to put that defender under the rim. As good a shot blocker as Capella is, he's directly below the 10, and in no way can he block that shot.
Harden gets past the defense and draws the foul, something he does better than anybody in the NBA and has been doing that for years.
For the Pistons.
Watch where Patrick Beverly ends up putting Clint Capella, right? As he goes up with that basketball, you can see Clint's body is going to end up directly underneath the 10, and what a use of the window right there.
Yeah, I do not want the
Pitino
Detroit Lions to win
that.
a single game the rest of this year.
He said if you can get the defender
be competitive,
underneath,
have the young guys play,
shot is to foul
but do not win
in that spot.
And Beverly worked that perfectly. Harden hits the first free throw. Harden, again, #1 in the NBA in free throws made. #2 coming into tonight was Luka Doncic.
Draft cash money.
He has
Winston.
80 free throws less
I'll
than
watch
Harden.
them.
Wow.
The disparity between 1 and 2 is
Yeah,
80.
Cassius Winston is
He could average 40,
is
legitimately.
real good. I like him, even though I hate his
Paul
team.
George finds Zubats.
I like him.
Zubats floats it up. How about that soft touch?
What's going on,
Nice.
Abdul Terrell?
For a
Says
big
stopped
man
in
to stay
for a
on
second.
balance,
Got a
make that
headache.
catch on the
Out
move
of
and
this
have that
world.
kind of touch. That was pretty.
I appreciate you coming in, brother.
Westbrook for 3. George, bad
Ooh,
pass. And
what a
Harden's gonna
steal.
have the easiest 2 of the night for him.
Harden
6
with
early
the
points
steal
for
and the
Harden.
jam.
The Rockets down 6. Zubats handling
Like the
that
new
low
look.
pass.
I appreciate that, AT.
And then a double dribble called on Harkless. We'll have our first timeout. Zubats.
One Pride 40 says, I want a high enough pick for Brown. I don't want Young for some odd reason. 2K Play says, what pick do you think the Lions are going to have this year? Between the 8th and the 15th. You know, but if they lose out, they have a chance to get either the 5th or the 6th. One Pride 40 said probably pick 5. Gridiron Blitz says either 10 through 15. Shout out to the 9 people in the building. Definitely appreciate that. One Pride 40 says, I just want my boy Derek Brown. Data Boy says, I think I'm going to put up my Christmas tree instead of watching. LOL. Oh, on Sunday. Detroit Legend Sports Cat says Bob Quinn lied to us, y'all. Absolutely he did. But did he? Because you know if he picks at pick number 9, he technically didn't lie. Hey, you know I gotta give BQ a little bit of problems. 80 says, you're going to have to school me on the bench press. Found out I've been doing it wrong now. I know my shoulders is all jacked up. That's for the Gridiron Blitz. One Pride 40 says, BQ is a good GM. Nah. I mean, he has infused this team with a lot of talent. I'm not going to deny him. he's made some questionable decisions, absolutely. But he's also gave us a lot of talent, too. We just got to get coaches and players that buys in. One Pride 40 says, sure, but all GMs do. Yeah.
Now relishes competing against his dad. It wasn't long ago that he said he hated competing against his father. The funny part, though, was when we spoke to Doc, he told us the father-son combo had dinner the night before the game, and Doc's advice to him was, hey, Austin, lay off the refs.
Hey, he's 9-16-1 with his new guy.
Back to you.
The passion from the Rivers family on full display. You know, and what George said about it's not easy when you have a famous father, and other players have talked about it. I mean, Glenn Robinson, who we just saw recently, that's not easy for that young man. Even Seth Curry and his famous brother has talked about
Paul George with the miss,
their own niche.
James Harden with the rebound.
It was a little different as that three-pointer will go from McLemore. When you
McLemore with
the
three.
On the same team, that was not easy in LA. I thought Austin always handled that about as well as any young man could have handled it.
Automatic ammunition for trash talk
Patrick
from
Beverly.
the opponent. As Beverly gets a good look, and it goes in.
And it goes in.
They're going to count the basket.
You know, I feel like the Detroit Pistons need a guy like a Patrick Beverly.
I think also Mike, like Austin's a little older. He's a father now. And that immediately changes your perspective on that sort of interaction.
This team would be so much better.
That was Eric Lewis and the infamous inadvertent whistle. A 6-point lead for the Clippers. 5.5 remaining here in the first. PJ Tucker off the dribble. And the ball kicks. So reset the shot clock. Thabo Sefolosha will check into the game. Upcoming NBA TV schedule. Good one tomorrow night. The Heat, who won again tonight, in Philadelphia, who won again tonight. That's tomorrow night, and next Tuesday, the Clippers will be in Dallas against the Mavericks
tomorrow night.
What a start for the Miami
Heat. I might do that. 7:30.
Terrific play from a rookie and Kendrick Nunn. Jimmy Butler playing facilitator at times. Bam Adebayo has taken a major step forward. I can't wait to see them live, Mike.
Both those teams undefeated
says
at
if
home.
we get Derrick Brown, we will have
in Philadelphia tomorrow.
That boogeyman in Detroit again and sign an edge rusher. Look out.
Rodney McGruder has come into the game. Harden
Real talk, I think we have our edge rushers on our current roster. He's just out of position.
Beverly, but the contact came before the Beverly contact.
It's interesting, though, the last couple of possessions, you've seen traps. Okay, so now all of a sudden the Clippers saying we're going to get it out of James Harden's hands if we can. If you don't do a good job with the trap, he's going to have a great night.
Foul one against Harkless.
So here comes the trap. You completely ignore Clint Capella. Once you've allowed him to do that, you are at his mercy.
I know he got carted off. That was a scary situation.
He's already 2 for 2.
Let me see if there's any word out.
He's been shooting such a high percentage. 87%.
Okay, it says Kimball Walker's injury is not serious.
The NBA in free throw attempts.
He has concussion-like symptoms, but suffered a significant injury tonight.
All-time record of 17.
He's brought Wilt's career almost new life because he's touched such historic numbers.
A couple of things of why. Obviously, his ball handling ability we don't talk about perhaps.
Yeah, I really think if the Lions move Jared Davis out to outside linebacker and then say go get a Derrick Brown.
Who's a terrific defender.
I think then
one of the things that makes it so hard to guard.
1 Pride 40, I think you could definitely have a legit argument.
And you can see now he's going to get an assist, but it's more than that. He had 2 defenders almost at the half-court line. So the kind of space and looks his teammates get, Mike. My goodness.
Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams are in the game. Mo Harkless knocks down a three-pointer.
Harkless for 3.
Clippers back up 4. Looks like a little bit of a zone here for the Clippers. And a reaching foul. It's going to go against Beverly.
Yeah, but I'm
Should be
saying,
his second, and he runs right to the bench.
You go get Derek Brown, and then you move Jared Davis to outside linebacker where he can rush the passer.
I mean, he's got all day
and there's your pass
to take
rush.
this shot. That's incredible.
Cephalosha, the veteran, another new face for the Rockets, as is McLemore. McLemore trying to kind of turn his career around. Doris, you remember him from college. Great player at Kansas. Played just 1 year for the Jayhawks, and then was a lottery pick 7th for Sacramento. His first year with Houston, just signed a free agent deal, signed a 2-year deal, but he's already had 4 stops in his 7 years. Sacramento, Memphis, back to Sacramento, and now
I've
Houston.
never been a fan of the 3-4.
He just hasn't fulfilled his potential. He admitted that he had lost some of his confidence, but he's starting to get it back a little bit, playing some pretty decent basketball.
I think if I were a player who was short on confidence, Mike D'Antoni is exactly the guy I want to play for.
Gotta head down the road. I'll be
shots.
listening. Thanks, man.
Recently
I appreciate that, Data Boy.
20-point games. Still
Hope
not
you
shooting the
enjoy.
ball the way they want him to shoot. Robinson has come on now for the Clippers. 5 to shoot. There's Jerome Robinson, lines that one up and knocks it down.
Good job by Lou. Lou Williams is going to create his share of attention and will create shot opportunities for teammates.
Capella kicks it out. McLemore way off that time.
Harkless with the rebound.
Williams, they
Lou
let
Williams
it go.
wide
Rudy's
open.
trying to get the offensive foul. Ball tipped by Harden right to Capella. Capella trying to get a little fancy. Turns it over.
The basketball world has been turned.
One Pride 40 says Lamar for MVP. He very well could win it.
So it's Magruder, Robinson, Williams, Harrell, and Harkless, 4 reserves. Clippers have the #1 scoring bench in the NBA. Rockets have the last number 30 in the NBA in scoring from the bench.
Yeah, but you feel like that's going to change as Montrezl Harrell, who is now a guy you can throw it into the low post. He can turn over either shoulder. He's added to his game over the years. Eric Gordon will be a huge plus for obviously Mike D'Antoni in Houston when he's able to come back about 4 weeks from now.
Cephalosha just grazes the rim. And here come the Clippers. Chris Clemens, the rookie from Campbell, also in right now for the Rockets. Here's Williams off the glass. Shot won't go. Capella with his 5th rebound. And Harden runs right into Robinson and draws the foul. They're going to say before the gather, before the act of shooting. Then we'll take a timeout.
AT says, I agree, Lamar over Wilson unless Ravens collapse. Austin Bryant could have a sack. It just depends on how much she plays. $2K Play says, I still want the Pistons to go after Robert Covington. Yeah, I would like Robert Covington here. I'm just saying, like, if we get somebody like that, or like a Patrick Beverly, you know, somebody who could score, who could play really great defense, you know, that'd definitely open up the spacing on the floor. Trade Reggie for him, says AT. I mean, that could be a possibility, but then, you know, you're really saying that, hey, Bruce Brown's your point guard. One Pride 40 says, I'm a huge fan of Austin Bryant pick. He has elite bend and hand moves. Yeah, I liked him in Clemson. AT says they were saying that was the plan anyways last year. One Pride 40 says just not super twitchy. 2K Play says we should put Thon Maker at point guard. Oh, please no. Thon needs to go overseas and stay there. Trading Reggie so Brown could play point. Yeah, the only problem is with Bruce Brown is he doesn't score. You know, when he only can score 2 or 5 points or something like that,
to 27.
it hurts the offense as a starting unit.
They say, "Boy, everybody said we did a great job defensively, but he still had 27." But that's what they did. They sent wave after wave of double teams at him all night long.
I do think the addition of Russell Westbrook diversifies their offense for the postgame. Right? He's up their pace and he's up their rebounding rate. What I wonder is over the course of the season, Russell, when he was the MVP, Mike, he shot 34% from 3. I wonder if he could just get to 32%, how dangerous this team would be.
It's been a struggle so far that way. Harrell against Chandler. Good defense from the former Defensive Player of the Year. JaMychal Green has come on for the Clippers as we approach 2 minutes remaining here in the first. Westbrook drives on Lou Williams. Nice feed inside. Chandler gets hammered.
I think we all can agree. Zaza
by
Pachulia
Jerome Robinson as Chandler will go to the line.
is hashtag trash.
I was shocked Russell didn't take the layup.
Yes.
He had all the defenders beat. I mean, it's unselfish, but I would rather him score it.
One Pride 40
Tyson
cracking
Chandler.
some jokes already. I'm loving it. Says
team.
breaking news: Lions
Chandler
trade
now in
first
his
round pick
19th
for
year in the league.
never
Age
lost.
37. The Rockets are his 8th NBA team. Next NBA Wednesday doubleheader starts at 7.
I think he's unsigned or he retired.
Walker, who took a big-time hit in his game, ran into Shemi Ojale, and if you know Shemi Ojale's frame, that couldn't have been very pleasant.
Well, they're saying that it's right now a concussion doesn't appear to be a serious injury, despite the fact that he was taken off on a stretcher. Montrezl Harrell goes right at Chandler
Lawson.
and gets the nice bounce. He wanted
All right,
a foul
Harrell.
too. He was yelling at Leon Wood, a former NBA player, now veteran official. Austin Rivers. Westbrook. Nice defense there from Lou Williams, and then Magruder helps out.
Out of bounds. Rockets basketball.
They have a chance to be just a spectacular defensive team.
Mike, we saw glimpses of it the other night because Patrick Beverly at the point of attack is just tenacious.
2K.
And you got elite wing defenders.
Clemens.
Maker greater than Drummond.
Doing his James Harden impression from 30 feet out. There was still like 6 or 7 on the shot clock, and then Clemens called for a foul down on this end. Second team foul, and first in the last 2 minutes. They like Clemens. Led the nation in scoring last year at Campbell. Harrell gets inside. Little ferocity.
Montrezl Harrell with
Mike, have you ever seen
the jam.
A team play
All right.
Montrezl Harrell? Because that's what's happening right now.
And an offensive foul down the other end.
And give this young man credit. He loves the game. He doesn't take any breaks in the summer. I talked about his low post back to the basket game. This time he uses a tight
says, how does one player get torched like that?
Bounce on a face-up move.
And going at a very strong man in Tyson Chandler, who just picked up the offensive foul at the other end. Under a minute to go here in the first. Magruder with a floater.
You're going 4 around 1, so you got some driving lanes, and Magruder takes advantage.
Inside, Clemens tried to jam it in there, but again, the defense closed in on him. Lou Williams from way outside.
Ooh, almost had the rebound.
Williams, the veteran, going for that 2-for-1.
Westbrook with the ball. 14 seconds left.
Shooting just 33% here in the first quarter. High percentage shot there from Russell Westbrook for his first field goal.
Five seconds left.
No fouls to give. Ball
Oh,
deflected and
turnover
stolen by Chandler. And that will end quarter.
All right, with 1 quarter in the books. Clippers 31, Rockets 23. All right, 1 Pride 40. Now you're going a little overboard. Trubisky is not greater than Matthew Stafford. Said no one. He's walking. He's walking flag, and no pick. How is that possible? AT says this Westbrook Harden tandem is not going to work. Yeah, when you got the worst bench in the NBA and you don't really have another threat outside of Harden and Westbrook, it will not work. And then you add the other factor of the head coach, Mike D'Antoni, and it's really not going to work. Oh, man. Hope you feel better, AT. Says I'm tight and tense in my neck muscle for some reason causing my head to hurt. What's going on, Rick H? Says, hey, Travis. Just came in to give another view and another like. Supporting your channel. See you and Derek Sunday night. Y'all take care and be safe. I appreciate that, Rick. What's going on, Ricky? Ricky says, I'm going for the Rockets. AT says, they're both too ball dominant and dependent on the ball. Neither one is going to know how to move the ball without the ball. That's very true.
Tony, the Houston Rockets, Mike, their second unit's the best second unit scoring in the league right now. How do you try to contain what they're doing?
Well, we need to make some shots. That would slow them down a little bit. We've missed a lot of open. They're playing well. I think we're okay. We just got to make some plays.
Do you agree with the quality of shots you're getting? How do you feel about that?
They're wide open. That's the best we can do. They're not layups or dunks, but, they're good.
Mike, thank you.
Okay.
Guys, back to you.
All right, George.
1 Pride 40. Blake Griffin's contract.
Just feels like when he wants to, he
next year is his, I think, last year, well, we could get out of it, or no, he could get out of it next year.
Before the game, one of the keys.
But yes, he has two more years on that contract. But next year is a player option that he can get out of it after one more year.
And his son, Austin Rivers, said, playing with Russell Westbrook, you better be in good condition because he pushes the pace. As Rivers misses that one.
And Drummond is in a contract year right now because he's probably going to decline his last year and try to get for more money.
Turns into 2 points for the Clippers. Just the pace changes when Harden sits down and Westbrook. It's the OKC MVP Westbrook.
It's 3 times in a row. He's just decided I want to get to the cup, so I'm going.
I'm not going to rule that out. 1 pride 40 because
with the line drive through.
He's at the point of his career. He needs to win a championship.
Russell Westbrook had literally a hand in his face
because his years are numbered.
Clippers are 5 of 10 from 3-point range. Austin Rivers. Too long. They're 2 of 9. They get 2 of 10. Rivers guarding Leonard. JaMychal Green. Rebound Capella.
Boy, he came from out of his area to go get that one, didn't he?
He's going for 20 again. That's his 6th already. Clemens. Oh, nice little crossover.
Wow.
And Clemens drills it. It's a 2-pointer. Averaged 30 a game last year for Campbell. And a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Clemens, his 2nd.
3rd all-time in the history of the NCAA. All that work he did at Campbell. How about this little... I don't know who's staying in front of him on that one. That is nice.
He was not drafted after 4 years. Born and raised in Raleigh, North Carolina. His idol growing up, basketball idol, Allen Iverson. As Westbrook bumps into Kawhi Leonard.
He is playing on a
point game in his college career.
Almost a 34 million.
He scored in double figures.
Like 34.4 million or 34.5 million. This year it's going to be almost 37 next year, and then almost 39
Pete Maravich, Freeman
in
Williams.
21.
Wow. Hey, listen,
2022.
You need to change the rhythm of your offense. A shot maker, he is the guy. Now, he picked up a couple of fouls, so obviously you don't want to be a high foul rate guy because that'll get you off the floor. But just know your role. And I don't think it's easy, Mike.
Anthony Davis ain't going to leave
Russell
LeBron.
And James are going to have the ball. It's not an easy thing to do what they're doing around them.
Yeah, we talked to Austin Rivers about that. By the way, that foul was on Lou Williams. Pass inside, offensive foul as Westbrook barrels into Harrell. Montrezl Harrell amongst the NBA leaders in charges drawn. The 2 of them jawing at each other as they go up the floor.
Little pick and roll. Montrez comes over and help. I don't love it. I think that's a bad call.
I agree.
I think Drummond's going to stay in Detroit.
Paul George back in.
He still hasn't hit his prime years, and
Leonard sets himself.
And he's vastly improved this year.
Harden guarded by Paul George, and then Leonard picks him up. How about that for a double team? Westbrook pulls back. Jumper misses. Rebound, Lou Williams. George, nice feed inside. Good feed as well from Leonard. And Harrell got hit. Well, during NBA Care's Season of Giving, the NBA, its teams and players helping make a difference in the lives of those in need. Join the NBA.
There's no shot of LeBron coming to
giving
Detroit.
Back by using hashtag NBA Cares. To learn more,
especially not for Thon Maker.
NBA.com. Capella picks up his first. Came before any upward motion, so they take it out. Leonard. Scoop layup's good.
This guy has just got every shot in his arsenal. And I talk about James Harden playing at his own pace. You will not mess with the speed at which Kawhi wants to make this move. He's too physically strong to hold you off. He's got a tight enough handle to get it.
Harden gets inside, draws yet another foul. The thing about Leonard,
no, I think so.
AT,
I think he's really 40.
He gets anywhere he wants because of what you said.
That's exactly right. So he rejects the screen because he caught McLemore leaping in one direction. So you're protecting one way. He said, okay, I'm going this way. Look at the length, the ability to stretch out.
Well, Harden now, this will be his 7th and 8th free throws already. Again, averaging just over 14 a game this year. He's hit the 40-point mark this season 7 times. A little behind last year's pace, but they're 7-0 when he does it.
Thonmaker
Mike
is
D'Antoni's
36.
before the game, he says he is not selfish at all. He goes, I realize it's, you know, there's some possessions he just dribbles. But if he has faith in his teammates, he's amongst the top 10 in assists, gets them involved. Harrell pass deflected by McLemore, and then a loose ball foul is going to be called on JaMychal Green.
So that's twice now James Harden has been caught on the post. The other thing Mike was telling us is he's been pretty good defensively. And because of their switching schemes, he gets caught on the post a lot. Now he's given up not only some inches in terms of Trez's size, but Trez has got a big-time strong body. And look at him battle, get him off the post, and then force him to give up the ball. You can't ask for better than that.
That's the type of effort that Tony says he sees most of the time.
Don is a spring chicken.
Scoring machines and superstars, sometimes every once in a while they'll take it off, take some defense off. But their defense is the reason they won 8
Shout
in a
out
row.
to 13 people in the
Paul
building.
George
Appreciate you.
drills a three.
Ooh, Paul
Harden's
George with the
40
3.
during that stretch had something to do with it as well.
Yes.
But their defense much improved after the first, say, 4 or 5 games of the season. They're having trouble stopping the Clippers right now, though. Clippers shooting 57%. Harrell, little Euro step blocked by Capella. Westbrook taken away by Harrell. Inside, JaMychal Green. They'll count the basket.
All right.
Boy.
Timeout call.
Nice effort. I like
You
that.
got length, athleticism. You make a mistake, and the Clippers are going to turn it the other direction. This is an easy 13-point lead, Mike.
AT with 2K plays. Try that trade in 2K, and your console will overheat and shut down. You know what? At this point, I would trade Thonmaker for a 2nd round draft pick. Because he's technically the odd man out. Because you could play Markieff at the 4, and then you could play Christian Wood at the 5, or switch them out. You know, where's Christian Wood at the 4 and Markieff Morris at the 5? Hey, you know what? I wouldn't mind that one. 2K plays. Trade Thonmaker for Zach Randolph. No, Kawhi Leonard's playing. Kawhi has played 10 minutes and already has 8 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal and 1 foul. You talk about the Isaac Bonga from Orlando?
This is the best one-on-one player in the history of the sport. I'm not letting him beat me.
Well, they're the 3rd highest scoring team in the league. And this is after scoring just 95 points on Wednesday night. That was the first time this season they were under 100. And what the Clippers are doing a little bit what Denver did the other night. Harden floats it up, and Capella.
Ooh, Capella with
That's
the
just a
jam.
beautiful pass, and Capella obviously is so good on those as well. Second assist for Harden. Westbrook fronting Paul George. Harrell with 7 to shoot. Capella makes it a tough shot, and a loose ball foul is going to go against the Rockets. McLemore.
James Harden and Clint Capella have developed such a nice chemistry together, and you see this quite often. That big really doesn't really set a screen. He's just pretending to set a screen and then rim running. What a pretty angle of that.
Well, Capella, again, it started the season slowly, but has just been on a tear. And a lot of coaches have talked about this, that as Leonard lines up and can't hit the 3, it's all knocked out of bounds. It's going to go the other way. In that, with the shorter training camp and less preseason games, guys are not in game shape the first week or so. And Mike D'Antoni thought that may have been part of it for Capella.
Team basketballs.
Can't get at the fall. George the rebound.
I want Mike D'Antoni as my coach. He's covering over everything for me.
JaMychal Green to Harkless. Harkless feed inside to Paul George, off balance.
Paul George with the and
Very
one.
quietly, Mo Harkless has done a lot of really good things for this team
AT says
through the first stretch
trade
of this
for a
basketball
quantum
game.
tunnel so we
Gonna
can go back in
look like he's
time
gonna go
and
one-on-one,
draft
and then
Devin Booker
opportunistically, Paul
or
George
Donovan
does a
Mitchell
tremendous job
like we should
cutting.
have.
Nice.
Second foul on Capella. George 8 points, 4 assists.
Hey,
4 rebounds.
you know
Good
that
start
ain't no
for
lie,
him.
AT.
Lead back up to 13, equaling
What's
the
going
largest
on,
of the game.
Packers Nation? Says we're going to destroy Pistons
Williams
tomorrow.
comes back in. Kawhi Leonard's going to sit.
Doubt that.
Leonard's only played 11 minutes.
Nah, I ain't going to lie. You guys probably will. Because it's a back-to-back, and that means probably no Derrick Rose and probably no Blake Griffin.
Look at George last year. Seamless fitting in with Russell Westbrook. Now he's got another star, and only his second game, but he's an easy guy to play with as Harden gets to the basket.
I'm shocked at how in rhythm he looks after the layoff with the both shoulder surgeries.
And offensive foul on JaMychal Green. Hard screen set on Rivers. By the way, Kawhi Leonard, this was the second play of the game. Watch, Capella comes in and he bangs knees. And Leonard limping a little bit. He went out for a bit, obviously back in the game.
That is the knee, though, that cost him 3 games with the left knee contusion.
Yes, beautiful touch there from Capella. Now Leonard back on the bench again. Let's send it over to George.
Thanks, Mike. During the last stint that Kawhi Leonard had sat out, he was stretching that knee a little bit, and even right before he got in the game, he was doing plenty of stretching to make sure he was loose enough to get back into the action. Mike, back to you.
Thank you, George. Will Williams at the top of the backboard. Here comes Harden. And there goes the wave, the double team. Poked away by Paul George, but Tucker dives on it, gets it back out. Harden hits a 3.
Ooh, Harden
PJ
from
Tucker
way
with a
downtown.
big play right there to keep a possession alive.
PJ Tucker.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Packers Nation. The Milwaukee Bucks has been playing great. Someone said that they shocked Detroit Drew didn't say Luke Kennard should start at quarterback for the Lions because he loves him so much. Hey, Luke Kennard is the truth. $2K Play says Luke Kennard is the next Steph Curry. I mean, I wouldn't say all that now. But he's going to be a great player in the NBA. AT says, I have to find a new surrogate team to root for. All my standby teams suck this year. What's going on, 4G? Yeah, he's not a JJ Redick. You know, Luke Kennard is Luke Kennard. And I like him. Yeah, I did the game yesterday and got a first-hand look at JJ Redick this year, and that man is a freak athlete. Even at his age, he's still hitting 4-point plays. Shoots the three, makes it, and the foul. Yeah. That's JJ Redick for you. Ooh.
PJ Tucker gives you nightly. You know, they're running a pin down for Paul George, and PJ has got to react and still try to stay in front. And the use of the left arm is what gets him the call.
This is his 185th consecutive game.
What's going on, Joseph Marshall?
9 games in the last 8 years.
Man, it's been a minute since I've seen you. How's it going, brother?
35 minutes a night at 35 years old. McLemore comes up short, gets the rebound back, and they'll reset. Austin Rivers, short. McLemore will try again. That time, hits from the corner. By the way, I don't want to age PJ Tucker. He's 34. 10 straight points, lead cut to 4. Paul George. Beverly back in. And Harkless not expecting that pass.
I think a lot of that, though, AT has a lot to deal with the ball movement.
Step back 3. Beverly with his second rebound. He had 16 the other night, a career high. Oh, Capella with the recovery, rejects it. Harden drops the pass to Rivers, who gets whacked on the arm.
Okay. Patrick Beverley thinks he's going to get by Clint Capella because he puts his body in front of him, tries to get away from him, and Mr. Capella's like, no, that's not happening.
I see how it is, Joseph Marshall. Says,
fourth and block shots.
My new game came in, came out, so I've been on that nonstop. I'm prepping for a tournament.
2.2 blocks.
I see how it is. No, just playing.
Kind of goes under the radar because of the crazy numbers that his teammates putting up.
Yeah, and it's critical because number
Luke
one,
has an above-average
he
ball
gives them a
handling
vertical
and
spacer
playmaking
at the
skill,
rim and pick and roll with
and
James.
a better finisher at the basket than Reddit.
Look at this over this 18.6 boards per game.
And again, 5 in a row that he's had 20 rebounds.
What's going on,
Last
Jason?
time that was done.
Says the Houston Rockets going to
Ben
win.
Wallace, and that's 16 years ago.
Wow.
12 straight points now by the Rockets.
Ooh, PJ Tucker
And Tucker gets whacked from behind by Paul George.
Gets fouled by Paul
George wanted to call down the other end.
Too casual. Feels like the Clippers have been casual.
That's their 10th turnover. They had 23 on Wednesday night in the victory against the Celtics. He's a little shaken up.
PJ Tucker has made it clear he's coming with bad intentions. So the pressure is out there, a little casual handoff, and PJ turns it the other direction.
Yeah, him and Mike D'Antoni have a little something in common. Had a lot of success over in Europe. Tucker was out of the NBA for 5 years after his rookie year. Didn't play a lot. Played overseas and had real success over there. Much like his head coach Mike D'Antoni. He's hurting. That right hand is bothering him. D'Antoni was a star in Italy. I just love his professionalism. How some nights he'll get a lot of shots.
All right,
get
Joseph
20
Marshall,
every
I
once in a
see
while.
you.
Other nights he'll get 2 or 3 shots in 35 minutes, and he could care less. It has zero impact on his energy at the other end.
Yeah, Jason,
Exactly
I did. I caught,
you
know, I had to leave a little early, but
it was his
I was
agent
checking out the Gridiron Blitz. You know, I seen that they beat the Colts by 3.
With Phoenix and his former Texas brethren, Longhorn, kind of convinced him, come on, and his wife convinced him, you want one more shot. Boy, he has been so good for the Rockets. Great feed inside. Lou Williams to Harkless. Capella. And a blocking foul call on Beverly. That's going to be his 3rd.
Last time Capella caught it in that exact position, he threw it to a fan who had no shot of making a shot. This time, look what he does. I don't know. See, so much of this is the angle
Yeah, the
at
Houston
which you
Texans
see it.
won 20-17.
And see, that to me right there, that's harder.
What's going on, Andre Foster?
That's
How's it going?
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. And again, to me,
I do a lot of basketball
block
games
charge,
all season long.
So
I
much
am
of
a
it is
Detroit
the angle at
Pistons
which you see
fan,
it. What? Go ahead.
I'm thinking there.
Yep.
but I love the game of
Capella went
basketball.
up in
So
the air
if there's basketball on,
before
more than likely I'll probably be
Yep.
streaming it.
Capella, that's one area he struggles at from the free throw line. 17 free throw attempts to 2. On a average, the Rockets average over 6 free throw attempts more per game than their opponent. This is quite the
Andre,
disparity
what
in the
team
first half.
are you
Four to shoot.
rooting
Lou
for?
Williams.
And what's
Well
your
defended.
favorite team?
And an offensive foul call.
That's the kind of defense you want to see him play. I mean, how aggressive did Houston close? It was a tough catch by Kawhi, but just watch the pursuit of this. There's the foul.
Lou Williams is 3rd.
Wow. That's a tough one.
Williams and Beverly each with 3. Harden tries the slip pass. You were saying during the last time out, Mo Harkless just got a deflection there. Now
Okay,
Harkless
I'm gonna
has
subscribe
5 points,
Rockets.
2 rebounds.
All
but
right,
his
that's
impact
what's
has
up.
been
I
very
appreciate
big in
that.
this first half.
Yeah, his length, his athleticism. He helped create a turnover earlier just by being smart and aggressive.
Are you from the Houston area?
Doesn't score a lot. Shoots 51%. So Doc Rivers, as we said earlier, thrilled with how good he is defensively. Westbrook floats it up. Oh, beautiful pass.
Quick Capella with the J-on.
Capella 4 for 4 on those high percentage shots. 8.7 rebounds. Back to 1. Clippers led by as many as 13. Paul George. Zubats the rebound.
Paul George with the miss.
Harden gets
Zubac
right up into
with
George.
the rebound.
Leonard gets a good
Kawhi
look. That's nice
for
ball
3.
there.
Good patience, because I thought it was going to be yet another good defensive possession. It was.
What's going on, Dwayne Boatwright?
Zubats with his second assist.
Dwayne is in the building.
Once again, the double team getting the ball out of Harden's hands. Westbrook drives. Capella this time with a left hand. He's 5 for 5 from the field.
Right, but twice now, consecutive possessions where the double of Harden. Russ makes himself an option and then throws the lob, and then that time gets in a one-on-one situation. So again, all created off of the attention being given to James.
Leonard. Tough fall away shot is good.
Kawhi Leonard with another bucket.
13 for Kawhi Leonard. He has very little arc on his shots. As Westbrook banks.
Russ with the and one.
Russell Westbrook strong to the glass. And a chance to cut it to 1 again.
Just the ferocity with which he goes to work. Austin Rivers was saying, I've never seen anybody bring this level of energy this consistently. And then let's just watch Kawhi work. He's just such a master of getting where he wants. And as you said, it's not explosive, but it's effective.
Ooh, he missed the
Zubats
free throw.
Wrestles away the rebound as we come up on a minute remaining. Rockets have missed 6 free throws.
Paul George
not
missed
that time.
the 3. Capella with the rebound.
For his 8th board.
Harden brings it up.
Harden. Tied up. Tried to throw it off somebody. Capella comes up with a loose ball. Puts it on the floor.
We got 6 seconds on the shot clock. 4, 3.
Stolen by
oh.
Leonard back. Broken up. Knocked out of bounds. Still Clipper ball. Good work from Russell Westbrook to prevent what should have been an easy 2.
Yes. A really good job to hustle back, get a piece of that. You thought that was a layup for certain.
Instead, an open 3, but it doesn't go down. Boy, every single time now, Doris, they're throwing that second defender. As soon as he makes that initial move, here comes Harkless to try and help out. Harden behind the back, sloppy.
Oh, wow. Harden with the turnover.
Zubats inside, lays it in. Boy, that big guy's got some finesse. Good first half for Zubats. Yeah, that time Westbrook threw it too high.
And another turnover.
Both teams though sloppy. 12 turnovers for Houston, 11 for the LA Clippers. And George won't attempt the shot, and that will end the first half.
All right, we are at halftime. The score, 55 for the Clippers, Houston 51. Both teams need to take care of the basketball. Appreciate the new subscribers. And as I do for my Pistons games, I'm going to do the stat sheet a little bit for this game. For the Houston Rockets, Clint Capella has 21 minutes, 10 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, 3 turnovers, and 2 fouls. James Harden played 20 minutes, has 16 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 3 turnovers, and a foul. PJ Tucker has 1 point, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a foul. Russell Westbrook has 17 minutes, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 turnovers, and 2 fouls. Ben McLemore has 17 minutes, 8 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals, and a foul. Austin Rivers played 14 minutes, 2 points, 1 rebound, a steal. Cephalosha has 5 minutes, 3 points, 1 rebound. Clemens has 5 minutes, 2 points, and 2 fouls. Tyson Chandler has 3 minutes, 1 point, 1 rebound, a turnover, and a foul. For the Los Angeles Clippers, Harkless has 19 minutes, 5 points, 2 rebounds, and assists, a turnover, and a foul. Paul George has 16 minutes, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 2 turnovers, and 2 fouls. Kawhi Leonard leads all Clippers with 15 minutes, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 fouls. Zubac logged in 11 minutes, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Wow, shot 4 for 4. And a foul. Patrick Beverley played 10 minutes, 5 points, 2 rebounds, a turnover, and 3 fouls. So Patrick Beverley is in foul trouble. Montrezl Harrell logged in 13 minutes, 6 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, a steal, 2 turnovers, and a foul. Lou Williams has 13 minutes, 0 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 turnovers, and 3 fouls. He is also in foul trouble. Green has 9 minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds, a steal, a turnover, and 2 fouls. McGruder has 7 minutes, 4 points. Robinson has 7 minutes, 3 points, 1 assist, a block, and 2 fouls. Field goal percentage, 51 for the Clippers, 50% for the Rockets. 3-point percentage, 41% for the Clippers, 24% for the Rockets. Free throw percentage, 2 for 2, 100% for the Clippers, and 68% for the Rockets on 13 and 19. 12 turnovers for the Rockets, 11 for the Clippers. 16 assists for the Clippers, 9 for the Rockets. 20 rebounds, 3 offensive for the Rockets. And exact same for the Clippers. 2 blocks for the Rockets, 1 block for the Clippers. 10 fouls for the Rockets, 17 for the Clippers. And both have 0 technical fouls. Yes, Dwayne Boatwright. The Detroit Pistons won today. I appreciate the new subscriber. Dwayne says, big ups to Luke Kennard. AT says, is Pokemon the game where I was seeing all this crazy people walking down the street? No, I think that one was Pokemon Go. Dwayne Boatwright says, respect to everyone who had to work today. You guys have a check coming? All right, you guys, I'm going to take a quick halftime break, and I will be back. I'm going to go fill my water, so I will be right back. All right, guys. Hang on tight. All right, I am back. What's going up, Drisky? Says, yo, what's going on? Appreciate you coming out. Drisky, what team are you going for, and who's your favorite team? What's going on, 2K Plays? Welcome back. Dwayne says, an old lady told me I wasn't right for shouting at him. Can somebody help me because I work every day on a reconstructed ankle? Oh, wow, Dwayne. That's crazy. Now, you were right. I mean, if you got two capable feet, you know, you could find a job somewhere.
Intelligent look driven
right,
by
we're
Nissan.
ready to
Let's
kick
check
off
in with George Sedano.
Thanks, Mike. It's interesting you mentioned James Harden's output here in the first half. I spoke to Clippers
Rockets
assistant
will
Rex
start with the basketball
about Harden, and he said, look, they're doing everything they can, throwing everything they can at him, but their goal is to limit his shot attempts, and he only has 6 in the first half, and they feel good about that. As far as Kawhi Leonard's concerned, we saw him bump knees with Clint Capella. That's the second time it's happened against the Rockets here in a couple of days. He missed a couple of games after that particular contest. He says he's good to go. They feel good about him. They checked him out, and he's going to be good to go the rest of the way. Mike, back to you.
All right, George, thank you. Meanwhile, Zubats and Capella get tied up. Zubats is the one that's whistled for the foul. He's not in favor of the particular call. The Rockets will take it out of bounds.
Well, to George's point about Doc, who's having an extended conversation with the official, James Harden, Mike, if he gets 35 attempts, as McLemore gets to go down, if James gets 35 attempts combined, free throw and field goal attempts, they're 11-1. Doesn't matter what his percentage is.
Ooh.
Westbrook with the steal, and Patrick Beverley just picked up his 4th foul in just 10 minutes. Beverly's not been able to get in any kind of rhythm. It's such an interesting stat because, you know, there's the talk where he's just dribbling and pounding the ball so much, but he really does set up his teammates so well.
Be careful the rest of this quarter.
But those for them to win, he's got to shoot a lot. George, quick outlet. And Harkless throws it down. Leonard was in real danger of
with the
barreling
wide
in
open
hard for an
jam.
offensive foul and was able to stop it.
It's incredible. Body control, strength, efficiency. What is the commercial with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Oh, he calls him the Terminator, right?
Westbrook missed the 3. Kawhi with the rebound. Brings it up the court.
Acting chops.
Oh, and turns the ball over.
Right to Tucker. And McLemore brings it in the front court. Off balance. Westbrook takes a tumble. Grabs the hold. His fingers.
And it just, the ability in one drive, he changed pace twice. It almost felt like his body came to a dead stop. And then
Well,
somehow he
Dwayne,
explodes.
you know
out
I
of
do
that.
hair
It's
for a living,
ridiculous.
so I'm technically a
we
cheap
talk about,
therapist.
recent years, certain players sacrificing. One of the great examples was Dwayne Wade.
Oh,
LeBron James comes to
Westbrook
Miami.
with the
That's
missed free
Dwayne
throw.
Wade's team.
In
That's
and
a team that
out.
he won a title with. Yet he acquiesced and said to LeBron James, "You're the guy." It's a little different, obviously, because this is Harden's team already. But Russell Westbrook, ball in his hands all the time. He really has to change a little bit, even though
With
they keep
2
saying, "Just
missed
be
free
Russ."
throws.
Right.
It's not an easy thing. He's sacrificing a lot of what he does to try and make this work. And I think, Doris, they're 11-4, and it's not even close to being a near finished product as Beverly misses.
Wow, Patrick
Harkless
Beverly
misses.
was
And Capella rebounds.
missed everything and everything.
Westbrook, shot won't go, but a foul. I just think that
Westbrook goes back to the free throw
at
line.
this time in your career, you have such habits, and he is a guy that likes his routine. Yes, he still can play his way, but I think not as enough is made of the sacrifice he's going to have to make this year, and so far has done it.
Well, think about when he played last year with Paul George. Paul George had the best year of his career playing alongside Russell Westbrook.
And with a 3rd missed free throw.
And another example. That
Wow,
didn't get as
what
much
is
credit
going on
was
with
what Steph Curry
Westbrook?
did when Kevin Durant came aboard in Golden State.
Come on now. Well, how different would the narrative be if Oklahoma City went to a second finals with Russell and Kevin? Their bad luck injuries, poorly timed injuries away from doing that. And oh, by the way, they were a pretty dangerous tandem together.
All right, there we go.
Westbrook was
Splits
0
the
for
pair.
4 before he hit that free throw. And it's a 2-point lead for the Clippers. Beverly staying out there with 4 fouls. And Harden picks up his second. That's trust in the coach, but with his aggressive defense, it's just a matter of time.
Yes.
Because he can't help himself. That's just, he only plays one way. Meanwhile, Zubac also has 4 fouls. Leonard, short that time. Fight for the rebound. McLemore has played well. 3 of 6 from 3-point range. 11 points starting for Daniel House, who's out with a
What's
shoulder
going on,
injury.
Steven? I do not know what you
Tucker.
said besides for James Harden.
Capella, second tip won't go. Had 2 opportunities, and then a foul's going to be called on Russell Westbrook.
The search is on. From Toronto over to LA, NBA fans are searching for that special connection with their favorite player or team, continually wanting to be in the know at all times in real time. Your search ends here with the NBA app.
Capella twice now, one on the defensive end, one on the offensive end. He literally, his length and athleticism let him go right over the top of Zubac. Zubac had better position on each end, and yet his athleticism made a big difference.
By the way, that last foul on Westbrook is 3rd. Paul George misses that.
Oh, James Harden with a possible 4-point play.
His second 3-pointer of the game. He's got 19 points.
Drilled
now.
it from
you have to
downtown.
close. His footwork is just so darn good. But you can't, as Harkless goes to challenge, he can't control his body. Best I ever saw do that was Shane Battier.
Oh, magnificent.
It was the best I've ever seen. Challenge a shot and be able to go by without getting his body tangled.
Scottie Pippen was also.
Yes, another great one.
Meanwhile, first lead of the game for the Rockets. They trail by as many as 14. Harden with 20 in 23 minutes. Leonard double team. Nice pass inside. Harrell takes a while to gather and loses it. McLemore takes it away. Westbrook, Harden wide open for three.
Oh, Harden from way downtown.
James Harden now with 23. Rockets 8 straight points, and they've got themselves a 5-point lead.
Gridiron Blitz says, where's Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy? They are doing commentary. I did want Mark Jackson for the Pistons coaching job. You know, but we got Dwayne Casey. So hopefully Dwayne Casey is the right man for the job. I do think that Mark Jackson will get a head coaching job somewhere. You know, if I'm a New York Knick, then that's a very big possibility. He goes to there. But that will depend on this offseason if the New York Knicks can go get Yuri Massey from Toronto, their general manager and president of basketball operations. I think that if they go get him, then I think Mark Jackson will be following along as well. Yes, Gridiron Blitz, you definitely do hear Doris Burke. What's going on, TH Genie? How's it going? Dwayne Boatwright says James Harden going for about 60 points. James Harden has a point a minute, 23 minutes, 23 points. I'm not too sure where they're at tonight. Dwayne Boatwright says James Harden drinking that muscle milk. Would you crush down 50 plus in it?
And he's part of this 8-0 run to give them the largest lead of the night. Kawhi Leonard misses.
Ooh, Kawhi misses the
hauls in the rebound.
The raindrop.
Coast to coast, Russell Westbrook misses. Knocked that out of bounds. Clipper ball. Westbrook keeps checking his hand a number of times. He's had the last couple of years, he's had some injuries to his hand, and that's perhaps part of the reason why we talked about his free throw source.
Yeah.
Because he was a really good free throw shooter for most of his career until the last several seasons.
It's north of 80% for a long time, Mike.
Paul George. Just 9 points for George so far. Off balance shot. Ooh. Off balance result. Capella with his 13th rebound.
Paul George just 3 for 11. It's the first
he
time
crushed it
feels
down
like he's had a night where he
50
struggled to
plus
shoot it.
and makes it.
Westbrook for 3. Everything
Ooh,
going the
okay,
Rockets' way
Westbrook.
right now. It's been a 17-point turnaround, actually more than that, as the lead is now up to 8. But it's a 12-point turnaround just here in the third quarter.
Makes it, and
Clippers started up by 4.
He probably
and now they
makes
trail
it,
by 8.
Makes the
They
Red
talked
Bull
about
with
Russell having a
5
sacrifice.
hours.
You like that James has got his eyes open for his teammate, thinking about a pick and roll. Weak side of the floor.
Shout out
relaxed,
to the 23
and
people
Russell
watching.
just drains the
Appreciate you
three.
guys. If you're new to the
Has not
channel,
shot
definitely
well from
subscribe. Hit the
three-point
like
range this
button.
season.
I do this all season long.
To say the least, 23%.
He can lull his defender to sleep, James, because he's dancing, and a weak side defender because
I
you're
am
just
a
thinking he's going
Pistons
to have
fan,
it so
but I
much, can
do
relax as Harkless did there.
love
Lou
basketball.
Williams
So
comes in, and
if there's
quickly
basketball
scores.
on, I usually probably do it.
Did a lot of facilitating in the first half. I wonder, does he look to get aggressive more as a scorer, Williams?
That's his first field goal, and his first points. Was 0 for 4 prior to that. Harden double, gets it to Cephalosha. Thabo Cephalosha calmly sinks the jumper. Another
Appreciate
former
that
OKC
gridiron
Thunder.
blitz.
Yes.
George to Harrell. To Michael Green. Capella, again another board. Harden off balance, draw the foul, and that's going to be 5 on Beverly. Or do they? Yep, that's 5 on Beverly in just 14
And the
minutes.
Juice Man says,
Just continues
why
to draw
can't
fouls.
you live
This
stream?
guy,
I am live
He
streaming.
is
I can't
so
show
good
the game
at
due to
anticipating
copyright
getting
reasons.
you to commit, come over and help. Okay. He's not shy. He's not going to avoid the contact.
But
In
you're
fact,
more than welcome to
he's
join
looking
us.
for exactly this.
This is free throw number 10 and 11. And it's just been one of those nights. Beverly was sensational in the fourth quarter and overtime Wednesday night. Had a career high 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 14 points, 3 steals. Just one of those unbelievable games as Harden misses.
Hit every big shot. Hit every big three. Got wide open corner threes. Had to make them under duress of the game and shot clock at times.
Oh, almost caused it backcourt.
Austin Rivers now guarding Lou Williams. Shot clock at 8. Williams tied up. Rivers didn't go for the fake.
Oh, got the
Cephalosha
steal.
Poked it away. Rivers back to Westbrook for the
Oh, Westbrook.
What a start to this third
Should have
quarter
been
for the
an
Rockets.
and
Now up
one,
by
but
11.
that was a nice shot.
19-4 here in the third. George foul. He thought it was foul on that steal down the other end as he's talking to Brent Barnaky. Cephalosha his first.
How does a guy finish this? You are flying down the floor. Somebody's coming below you. You know you're about to hit the deck, and he doesn't break concentration or stride.
Doc Rivers was saying something to Eric Lewis, and his son Austin
Paul
walked
George
over
makes
and
the first
had a
free
few
throw.
words. I don't know if he's urging Eric Lewis
Cuts
to give
the
his father
lead
a technical like he
to
did
10
last week.
points.
And Austin is down in the corner of the floor, smiling away, having a conversation with Sam Cassell.
Well, he knows Sam Cassell for as far back
All right,
as
Clippers are
when
down
Doc was
9.
in Boston. Sam Cassell was a player. Westbrook. Cephalosha. That won't go. Here comes Paul George.
Oh,
Martin got a piece of it, and Cephalosha tried to save it, but it's still going to be Clippers ball. Clippers now with 15 turnovers. That was almost the 16th. NBA TV schedule coming up tomorrow night. Terrific game down in Philly. The Sixers and the Heat, 7:30 Eastern. The next Tuesday on NBA TV. And Clippers will be in Dallas against the Mavericks.
I'll probably doing that Clippers Dallas game at 8:30 on Tuesday.
30-point game. I think he had 14 assists.
He is one of the most electric, enjoyable players to watch right now.
Almost another turnover. George this time misses, and Harrell tips it in with the fingertips. Rivers up top. McLemore. George tries to poke it away. Harden step back 3-pointer.
Oh, Harden
Well
misses
defended
that.
that time. And then a kick ball, so we'll go down the other way. You knew that soon as Paul George was isolated on Harden, that one was going up.
Yes, really good job staying in front and then being able to contest.
Harden has 24 points on 9 field goal attempts. 6 of 9. Michael Green way short.
Michael Green. Wow.
With his 15th rebound, he's 5 rebounds shy of having 20
It's the
rebounds
air ball.
for the 6th straight game. Cephalosha for 3. Thabo Cephalosha with a couple of big shots.
There hasn't, sorry, Mike, there hasn't been a Clipper defender near him, not within 5 feet in his last 2 looks. They're clearly saying, you know, you're going to have to make those for us to step closer.
George whips it out. Magruder open for 3.
Ooh, and he answers the 3 with the 3.
Just under 5 minutes remaining. What has been a terrific quarter for the Rockets. Austin Rivers ran right into George. Harrell blocked that shot. And here comes Lou Williams and the Clippers. 3-pointer. Harrell battling down low. Knocked away. Picks it back up. Lou Williams wide open. 3-pointer.
Oh, Lou Williams for 3.
His first 3 of the game, and Mike D'Antoni called timeout. As the Clippers back within 4.
Back-to-back possessions where offensive rebounds create second.
Andre says, "Mama, that goes that man." Shout out to the 38 guys in the building. Appreciate you guys. Guys are all definitely the MVPs. For those of you that are new, I do this for all the games, all season long, and I'm a Pistons fan, but I love good basketball. So if there's basketball on, I usually do this. And also, I can't show the game due to copyright reasons, and during commercials, I do mute the game audio. But when the game resumes, I definitely resume the audio. Andre says, Lou been doing it for years, and thanks a lot. Oh, absolutely. No, I appreciate you, Andre. You know, we definitely have fun during these streams. Gene with, what happened to y'all Lions, dude? Hey, they're the Lions. SOL. No, I hope my Lions don't win another game. We need help, and the best way to do it is through the draft. Yeah, Jeannie. Yeah, I was putting that premium E85 in the team. I was talking Super Bowls and division titles. Now I eat crow. I am a man, and I admit when I'm wrong. James Harden with 24 points.
Basketball game, and he's in large part responsible for that.
But Cephalosius hit a couple of threes. Harden, not that time. McLemore's hit 3 threes, so he's getting some of the role players knocking down some wide open shots. Austin Rivers. Clippers led by 14 in the first half. They've trailed by as many as 11 here in the third. Remember, it was Wednesday night against Boston. Clippers were down 10 with about 6 minutes to go. Force the overtime and beat the Celtics in the extra period, as Lou Williams will shoot his first free throws of the night. Quiet night so far for Williams, but fourth quarter is his shining quarter. NBA Wednesday doubleheader, 7 Eastern. Nets in the.
Ooh. Oh wow, Kyrie Irving has been ruled out for
there'll
the
be another return.
next
Anthony
3
Davis
games.
returns to New Orleans. Lakers and the Pelicans, both games on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Boston fans are throwing things at their TV right at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're right. Lead cut to 2.
Harden for three, and he makes it.
Lead back up to 5. 27 for Harden. 4 of 8 from 3-point range. Jerome Robinson back in for the Clippers with Harrell, Williams, Jermichael Green, and Magruder. Magruder in and out.
Ooh, Magruder in and out.
Harden splits the defense, goes right at Harrell, trying to draw some contact. Green couldn't hold on, and Chandler pokes it back out. Stolen by
Oh my
Robinson.
goodness, you had a guy wide open, Harden. What are you
Williams
doing?
drives, layup is good. On that last play, McLemore was wide open in the corner, and Harden didn't get it to him. I wound up turning it over. The Clippers back within 3.
Mike D'Antoni was stalking up and down the sidelines. He thought there was a foul on the last play on James.
So did Mr. Harden. Cephalosius. Cross the lane, shot blocked. It was Harrell knocked it away. And here comes Lou Williams for 3. Puts it in, and the game is tied.
Wow.
Mike D'Antoni furious.
Lou Williams.
As he calls timeout.
Well, we're going to get a second look at what he's frustrated at. It was the play where he.
Yeah, my bad, Jeannie. I'm terribly sorry about that. You know, with the moves that we did, we all expected better for the Lions. So, from the bottom of my heart, I am truly sorry, Jeannie, about that.
James's right arm.
Andre says Harden's
like
a ball hog, and D'Antoni
defenders
not
and
going
it's
to tell
not
Harden
the-
anything.
Kind of play on.
Yeah.
And the Rockets hurting to
But he was
get
hot,
red
and Lou Williams is starting to
off
cook.
Lou a few years.
Meanwhile, Williams was 0 for 4, 0 points at halftime. And look at that in the third quarter.
Wow, 0 points in the first half, 12 this quarter.
I mean, I don't. These two teams have a very high ceiling remaining, and plenty of games to get there.
Westbrook left open, back to McLemore.
Oh,
again.
Ben McLemore for
How about
3.
this guy? I mean, just openly says, I was shaken. My confidence was shaken. Mike D'Antoni seems to be the elixir.
Williams looking, rifles a pass Magruder. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third. Williams. Westbrook knocks it away. Tucker throws it ahead to Westbrook, trying to draw contact. Misses the layup.
What?
Was too concerned with drawing the contact instead of taking a quality shot there. And a travel.
For sure, you weren't blocked. You were put on timeout.
Doris, great steal.
You're gonna hear
Instead of
me
going, he
talk.
was ahead of Lou Williams.
Why not just go slam?
That's what
We've
we
seen him
do.
attack the room with ferocity.
Right.
He had to step, he was
But
on
you're
his
more
hip.
than welcome to
Go
stay
get
and
it.
enjoy
Trying to
some
get a
time
three-point
with us
play. Instead, they came away
and enjoy
empty.
the game.
And a foul call on Magruder was like, how could that be on me? I got hit in the face.
Hey,
Harden is just,
Jeannie, I did
just a
always say, though,
magician on his
the
ability
biggest threat
to draw contact
was going to be the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah. You take
Everybody
a step
was
up,
like, oh, no, the Vikings got Kirk Cousins and
he
this, that,
goes
the
right
other.
at your body
I was
as
like,
soon as you do
it
it.
doesn't matter.
The other thing this
They
guy's
got a run
master
game, a
at,
tight end, wide
and it always
receivers,
takes
and
me, frankly,
also
replay
a
to see it.
defense.
his ability after contact
Kirk Cousins, all
to
he had to
hold
do
your
is
arm
don't
and
screw
make
the
it
game
look
up.
somehow like it's a foul on you is it's crazy. It'd be so frustrating as a defensive player.
Well, the officials have had to really look closely in the offseason to figure out the proper way to officiate because he's so crafty.
Packers will crush their souls.
You saw that stat. He's had.
Hey, I already like you already,
for
for sure.
this season. Williams drives.
You're not a
deflected out of
Packers
bounds by
fan.
Chandler. They say he kicked it, so shot clock back up to 14.
Yeah, absolutely,
Chandler
Andre.
looks like he's having a
And a
blast
decent
out there.
O-line.
He just is a guy who brings such great energy to you.
Obviously, at this point in his career, not playing big minutes. Nice feed inside, but Harrell misses. Follow right there.
Wow.
Beautiful bullet back
Montrezl
from
Harrell
Williams.
with his own rebound and
Second effort
putback.
from Montrezl Harrell.
And to
Westbrook
do that over Tyson Chandler, that's
rattles that
crazy.
one home.
Small guy on him, right? Jerome Robinson, a little shorter than a frame.
Lou Williams drives, kicks it out in the corner.
Nah, I remember there was some conversations about Kirk Cousins.
He does. Knocked it off.
He wasn't the only
who
one.
Knocks down Eric Lewis, the officials. So it's going to be Clipper ball. This is setting up to be a pretty
Yes.
great fourth quarter.
No question. A tremendous play right there.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is a softie, but
Wow. Both teams are in the penalty. Harden
wow,
picks up his third
James
personal.
Harden with 3
Lou
fouls.
Williams has come alive here in this third quarter. Harden talking to Leon Wood.
Think about the other night against Boston, Mike. Where
Biggest problem
it was
with Kirk
Lou in the
Cousins, you
fourth
don't know
quarter who
what
sustained
Kirk
it,
Cousins is
and
going
then
to show up.
Kawhi and Paul could get you all the appropriate shots. Patrick Beverly, I mean, you just have so many answers if you're the Clippers.
Again, we talked about this on Wednesday night. Even though Beverly hit many of the big shots, they have 3 elite closers that they can go to. Westbrook pull up.
Okay,
Westbrook
there we go,
in a
Westbrook.
Nice rhythm right now. He's got 18. The lead is 4 for the Rockets.
Getting to his sweet spots.
About a 3-second difference, shot clock and game clock.
As long as he has time, he'll
There's
get
the
you.
double team. Williams gets away from Harden, floats it up, shot won't go. Harden the rebound, final seconds. Westbrook has it. Shuffle pass to McLemore. And it goes out of bounds. Terrific effort, just doesn't end with a bucket.
All right, Houston takes a 4-point lead into the money quarter. It is 84-80. Houston has the lead. I will say this, that the AFC still has me confused a little bit who's going to make it to the Super Bowl. But I definitely have the New Orleans Saints winning the Super Bowl. I think the NFL is going to have Drew Brees retire as a world champion. Hey, we'll do you a solid Week 17, Genie. Patriots versus Packers. Okay, Daniel. I don't think that they're going to get past the Saints, but all right. Seattle versus Chiefs. Hey, that would be a good Super Bowl. I just want to see a little bit more defense from the Chiefs. Adrian Foster says, I think the Pats are coming out the AFC. They could. They very well could. I mean, they got a very good defense, a run game, wide receivers, and a darn good quarterback. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a Patriots versus Saints Super Bowl. Sony Michel versus I forgot oh my goodness, I can't remember. Saints running back. And I have him every year in fantasy football. I have a big old brain fart right now. Alvin Kamara. Yep, thank you, Gridiron. I think me and you both said it at the same time.
Kind of bogged down for you in the third quarter. How do you clean it up heading into the fourth?
Well, they were just a more physical team. I mean, they blew up all our actions.
That's going to be a nice matchup.
Balls. We got back in the game because we started doing it back at them, so that's important.
Harden obviously so crafty. How do you try to limit him here in the fourth?
Just try to limit as many touches. He's a crafty player. Overall, I like what we're doing. I just don't like the actions after that.
Doc, thanks. Good luck.
All right.
Guys, back to you.
All right, George, fourth quarter underway. 4-point game.
Kawhi hits it.
I mean, he can sit for extended stretches, walk on the floor, like, give me a mid-range
G
jumper,
says
no
I got
problem.
Vikings and Patriots.
15 points for Leonard on 6 of 12 from the field. Leonard and Harden are the two top fourth quarter scorers in the NBA so far this season. Westbrook draws the foul, shot won't go. Magruder reached in, and Russell Westbrook's going to get to the line again. He struggled there tonight, just 1 of 5.
Well, Doc's point is I think he feels like his defender just, stripped the ball, that he didn't get his wrist. And he's got to, he's 100% right.
That is not a foul.
Nope.
That's a good defensive play.
Magruder does a great job making Russell play through his chest, recovers. Yeah, that's a good defensive play.
Neither coach has used their coach's challenge yet. I think in a game like this, perhaps keeping it in the old back pocket.
What do you think? Will it be a 1-year experiment and out it goes because these coaches can't stand it?
I don't normally like to predict things, but I'm predicting that's a possibility. But just as Leonard draws the foul, shots good.
And an and one for Kawhi Leonard.
Before the upward motion.
They waving the basket, saying that the foul was on the ground.
How quick is the spin?
Where's the foul? Right there. No, to me, that's in the upward motion.
Yeah, he should be shooting.
Westbrook just picks up his 4th foul. And Williams will take it out of bounds. Leonard guarded by P.J. Tucker. And Tucker with a foul. That's 3 in less than a minute. Let's bring in Joe Borgia back at the replay center in New Jersey. And I'm going to ask him about that last play in the upward motion and how the refs determine as Leonard goes against Westbrook. We'll get to Joe in just a minute. And there's a foul on Westbrook.
Wow.
So now that's 5 fouls on Westbrook. Right.
Wow, 5 fouls on Westbrook.
I mean, listen, we're getting the benefit of the doubt with all these replays, right? I mean, we get the second look. These guys are doing it in split-second time. I mean, is it because of his lower body?
Yeah, a little bit.
Kawhi
All right, Joe,
makes
let's
the first free throw.
bring you in on that play on the upward motion that they ruled side out.
Yeah, Mike, it's all about when the official has the contact. So on a jump shot like this, the player has to be in the upward motion, bringing the ball up towards the basket to shoot. It looked like Kawhi was sideways more than anything and had not put 2 hands on to start shooting. So I'm presuming that's why it was ruled a non-shooting foul.
Gotcha. Thank you, Joe. Leonard chips it away, comes up with a steal. Fake spins, drives, gets inside, lays it up and in.
Kawhi with the layup.
The game is tied. Already 6 points here in the 4th quarter. He's 2nd in the NBA in 4th quarter scoring.
Russ misses it for 3.
Williams gets past Rivers and
with the layup.
Timeout Rockets. A quick turnaround here to start the 4th. And the Clippers are up by 2.
Now the precision with which they're doing.
Clippers are up 2, 88-86. Timeout Houston. For sure, we do keep a clean channel. We had the same team minus Cook. Remember, he hurt his knee against y'all Lions last year. If we would have had him, we would have went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't know what Delvin Cook did, but that man is playing like he wants the MVP. I might not like the Vikings, but he gained my respect as a running back. What? The GRIDIRON Blitz says, some dude just called me a flea on the Lions video. What? Daniel, we definitely keep a clean chat. But appreciate you coming into the stream.
Dallas. Clippers now back up by 2. Both teams have had double-digit leads at some point during the game. McLemore catch and shoot. And the rebound goes out of bounds.
Yeah, but you know what? I love
All right, I see Gridiron.
McLemore's played well. So you're coming off a timeout. Keep building his confidence so you call the play for him.
He's 4 of 9 now from three-point range. Getting the start without Daniel House. Missing tonight. Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi misses it.
Here comes Harden
with the
28 points
rebound.
for Harden tonight with 8 assists. Magruder isolated on him. Harden steps back.
Harden misses it for 3. Kawhi gets the
George
rebound.
right now on the bench. Nice feed inside.
Passes it to Harrell for the jam.
Clippers up by 4. Now it's Leonard on Harden. Good ball denial, Leonard. Harden goes back to it, kicks it out. Austin Rivers.
Austin Rivers wide open for 3 at the buzzer.
Of the night was 0 for 5, and he brings the Rockets within 1. Nine assists now for James Harden.
YouTube is at least 20 seconds behind, so that's why it's a little off.
Scoreless in the first half, 18 in the second half.
And he had
Lou
5
Williams
assists in the
with the
first half.
layup.
You talked about he's 0 for 4, so he starts going to his ability to set his guys up, and now he feels good again offensively.
All game long, the Clippers have tried to take it out of Harden's hands with so much double teaming.
Austin Rivers in the paint.
Lou Williams. Shot
Brings
clock
it
winding
back out.
down. Now gets inside, flips it up, and banks it
And
home.
gets the
Falling
shot.
down almost. Back-to-back buckets from Austin Rivers.
Austin Rivers with the layup.
Lou Williams.
Lou Williams drains it for 2.
He's just navigating around the screen. And he says he never knows, Mike. Doesn't go into anything with a preconceived notion.
Michael Green fouling Clint Capella. He was born to put the ball in the basket.
Yes. He's just going to navigate off of Montrezl Harrell. And those two, there's this connectivity. Montrezl plays off him so well, but Lou doing his own.
Capella hits the first free throw.
Capella hits the free throw. Saturday, 7:30 Eastern on
94-92. Capella hits both free throws. 93-94. Clippers got a 1-point lead. 7:59 left in the game.
Capella hits 2 important free throws there. Back to a 1-point game.
For sure, you got to respect my moderators.
Leonard has Austin Rivers on him on the switch. Leonard jumper. Got it.
Why Leonard with the jumper?
21 for Leonard. 8 of them already here in this fourth
96-93.
Now poor George back in. Harden thought about it. Now finds Rivers.
Rivers for 3.
Knocks it down. Wow. Austin Rivers coming alive here in the fourth quarter.
He was upset Kawhi scored on him. Got a little of his own back.
Rivers 0 for 5 in the first 3 quarters. He's 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Lou Williams, not that time. Rebound, knocked loose, picked up by JaMychal Green. And Leonard
foul.
by James Harden, that's his 4th.
Harden has 4 fouls. Foul
And
Kawhi Leonard.
Penalty with 7:02 to play.
Wow, and Clippers are in the penalty.
And it's not a close under
yeah, they're in the
control.
bonus.
So 4 fouls.
Kawhi Leonard goes to the free throw
Westbrook
line.
has 5. And there you see the 2 best fourth quarter scores so far in this young NBA season. Way short.
Austin had just been scored upon. He had been ISO'd at the elbow, and they go to send a secondary defender at James, and he is left wide open.
Austin Rivers was telling us before the game, when you play with James Harden, number one, you have to be patient. because you could go 5 or 6 possessions in a row where you don't touch the ball. And then all of a sudden, he says the key is you always have to be ready, because when you least expect it, there's that pass that you've got to put up that shot.
Kawhi misses the
You're
free
also
throw.
going to get an awful lot of open looks playing with him,
Game
too.
is tied.
Leonard missing 2 free throws. And
Harden gets
drawing
fouled.
the foul on Leonard, who's kind of grabbing his right arm, saying, "Hey, he hooked me."
If he did it, he's the master of it. He grabbed me. It's what I said, Mike. Like, he is the master of it. See?
Yep.
Like, this is what the guy does.
He's brilliant.
Harden makes the free throw.
You take the way, we said this the other night, you take the way
Brings
where
Houston by
the game
1.
is played and the game is officiated, and you figure out a way to dominate, and he's done that.
But it's so funny, like
Harden
I said,
with
it's so
28
frustrating
points.
as a defender, because he's
Harden
the
with
one
29
hooking
points.
you.
Makes them both.
Well, he hits the second one. He's got 30
Timeout,
points,
Clippers.
10 assists, 7 rebounds.
98-96. Houston has the lead. 6:54 left in the game. Appreciate the 41 in the chat. Yep, Clippers are in the bonus. If you guys like football, go ahead and subscribe to the Gridiron Blitz. And if you like basketball, go ahead and subscribe to me. And also check the description for the members of the Sports Movement Network with Miss Amy Amor. She does football, basketball, and baseball. No, that is not the final score. There's still about 6 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game. Chad, I appreciate you coming in. I just got to mute the commercials, and when they go to like the music stuff from either colleges or ESPN and all that, due to copyright reasons. Appreciate that, Dwayne Boatwright. Wow, Lou Williams, 0 points in the first half. And so far in the second half, he has 20 points.
Where he carried them for stretches in the fourth quarter.
The highest scoring bench player in NBA history. Right now, Kawhi Leonard on the bench. And a moving screen, they'll go the other way.
I think actually Harrell and Tucker might have banged knees, because Trez is walking up sort of gingerly. He's limping, and PJ is obviously hurting.
When Tucker stays down, you know that something's wrong.
Oh,
yeah.
bang knees. Harold and Tucker bang knees.
Have a Charlie horse on that leg.
He's not coming out.
Rub some dirt on it and stretch it.
The most durable player in the NBA over the last 7 years. He's played more games than anybody else. Anybody. Capella. Tucker finds Russell Westbrook. Westbrook playing with 5 fouls.
Westbrook
Pull-up jumper.
for the jumper. Air balls it.
Rebound goes to Harrell.
Lou Williams.
Under 6.5 remaining. Williams, good defense from Austin Rivers. Beverly's back in with his 5 fouls. Williams scoots away from Harden.
Williams passes to Harold. Harold with the dunk.
These two have such a great chemistry. The two best bench players in the league last year. They set a record for highest scoring bench duo in NBA history last season.
Harden to Rivers. Rivers back to Harden.
Beverly gets up into Harden. Back up
Back
top
to Rivers.
Rivers finds Westbrook. Tucker, corner 3. It's good.
Ooh,
PJ
Tucker for 3.
His first field goal of the night.
More corner threes than anybody else in the league. That is his comfort zone.
Grimacing just moments ago and nails a big shot. Beverly drives. Harrell against Capella. Shot won't go.
Oh.
Jumping in, JaMychal Green.
JaMychal Green with the putback.
Two of the NBA's top teams on a Friday night. Harden wide
Harden
open.
for 3, misses it. Oh.
Foul called on Tucker. He just clipped George as he walked by them and caused him, he knows it too, as Tucker picks up his 3rd foul. Make that 4.
Tucker with 4 fouls.
Yep. And because they've been in the penalty for already 2.5 minutes, Paul George will shoot free throws. 3 for 3 tonight. First, what you would call subpar game from George, just from a
Paul George makes the first.
Of the way he shot. Just
Shout
3
out
of
to the
12.
50
He's
in the
been so
building.
good since he's
Appreciate
come
you
back.
guys.
This is his 5th game back.
If you love basketball, definitely
Back
subscribe.
home.
Hit that thumbs up.
Nearby
I do this
Palmdale,
all season
California.
long.
So how
Paul
long
George
does
with the
JaMychal
second.
Green stay on the floor before you bring Kawhi back?
It's a 1-point game. Clippers lead 102-101.
Harden guarded by Beverly.
5 minutes left in the game.
Tucker floats it
Tucker
up.
makes
PJ
it.
Tucker back-to-back buckets right after he gets hurt.
It's so important, though, that you have guys who can handle the ball on the catch in the middle of the floor from James, because he's going
Paul
to face
George
that double
with the
team
basketball.
all the time.
George drives and a whistle before the shot. They're going to call it on Tucker. That's 5.
This is the area of the
Ooh,
floor, right, where we
Tucker
saw
has
Draymond
5
Green
fouls.
do so many good things during Golden State's run. All the attention out to the best players on the floor.
And
Get
that's
it to the
total
middle.
unacceptable. Tuck's supposed to
Have
have
some
more points.
composure. Let your eyes feel.
Yeah, I'm
and
surprised
see
he only
what's
has
going
3
on.
points.
By the way, my mistake, that foul was on Capella, not Tucker. George misses a free throw. Kawhi Leonard's coming back in. Here's your answer to your question, Doris.
So Capella picked up
The
that
answer
foul.
was not long.
Right,
Not
right.
Tucker.
This is their closing lineup now. This,
Paul George
this
missed the
lineup
first
was
one.
dynamite and has been dynamite in the limited minutes they've had together, which includes last game and this.
This is only the 16th free throw of the game.
And makes the second
For
one. So
Clippers.
splits the free throws.
The Rockets have
and the
taken
game is
34,
tied.
so more than
103
double.
all.
We're all even. Under 5 to play. Harden floats it up. Capella counted.
Capella with the and
George got in
one.
a bad spot and commits the foul as Capella with a chance for a 3-point play.
This is where Paul George has actually
Welcome back,
struggled.
AT.
He's been dynamite on the offensive end, but he himself has called himself
Andre
out
says
for,
that's
for
'cause
his
of
defense.
Hagen?
So he's kind of just casual. There's been so many times tonight, both offensively and defensively, where I feel
Capella
like
makes
he's
the
been
free throw.
casual. Casual with his passing, casual there defensively.
I think they gave the wrong team the wrong point.
Don't play and first come back without training camp preseason. He says it's
103, 106.
This is the three-pointer. Rebound taken by Capella. Capella now 15 points, 16 rebounds, and 2 block shots. Westbrook whips a pass. Tucker, corner three.
Oh, Tucker misses the three.
And a loose ball foul is going to go against Capella.
Wow.
Have I seen Russell Westbrook make that pass with his left hand to the corner like that?
A great
appreciate the 60 in the building.
That pass.
It's good enough that we got to see it again.
This is by far my best non-Pistons game.
You know, credit.
You guys are truly amazing and special.
And contesting the shot. So again, more free throws. First trip to the line tonight for Montrezl Harrell.
Harrell makes the free throw.
Harrell for his career, just a 63% free throw shooter.
This guy just loves to hoop, though. In his off season, he's in a gym somewhere, and it has translated.
Harrell makes them bold. So 1 point deficit for the Clippers. 106 to 105. 4:15 left in the game.
Gets inside and banks it home.
Harden with the layup.
And the Rockets go up by 3. 32 points and 12 assists for Harden. Harrell gets inside and flips it up.
Montrezl Harrell with the layup.
This game a little reminiscent of Wednesday night. Big fourth quarter. Clippers having to come back to win. Westbrook gets in.
Wow, Westbrook in for the layup.
Thought he had a good angle, but Westbrook able to knife his way through. Back at home, and the Rockets
Clippers
are up
called
3.
the timeout. Both teams are in the bonus. 3:45 left to play. It is 110 to 107. Shout out to the 65 in the building. Appreciate you guys. Definitely hit that thumbs up. Let's get this stream out. If you love basketball, definitely subscribe. Shout out to the 70 of you guys. If you like football, definitely subscribe to the Gridiron Blitz and Amy Amor. They do football all season long. And if you're new to the channel, I have to mute the audio for commercials and any of the copywritten music. But as soon as the game comes back on, the game audio resumes. Hope you feel better, AT. Alrighty, we are back.
Downtown LA. Rockets now with a 3-point lead. Just over 3.5 remaining here in the fourth. Clippers 9-1 on their home floor. Foul's going to be called against Austin Rivers.
Wow, Austin Rivers picks up a foul.
Clippers catching up on the free throw disparity.
The problem is, Mike, they've been in the bonus so long that the free throws just keep coming.
They took 8 free throws in the first
Patrick
3 quarters.
Beverly to the free throw line
already here in the fourth.
Makes the first
that one to go. And a quiet night for Beverly because he's been in foul trouble all night. He's only played 18 minutes. A foul on Austin Rivers, his second.
And misses the second.
Tucker deflects it and tracks it down.
Tucker with the rebound. Passes it to Harden. Harden brings it up.
Lou Williams and Beverly double team. Rivers passes to Capella. Rivers with 6 to shoot.
Rivers drives it.
Won't go. Capella the rebound.
Oh, Capella.
Back up. Missed it again.
Wow.
Rebound.
They had 3 chances. Kawhi with the ball.
Leonard drives on hard, gets inside, barrels into P.J. Tucker, and an offensive foul. Tucker again.
Tucker picks up the charge on Kawhi.
He is going to feel like tomorrow is an NFL Monday.
Well, he just got outside the restricted area.
He sure did. And he doesn't even look down. Like, he didn't have to look down. He had a feel innately where he was.
Just love the fact he'll just do anything to help his team win a game.
Drives to the lane, passes out to Tucker.
8 to shoot. Westbrook.
Westbrook with the ball, shoots for 3, misses it.
Short. Westbrook
gets his own rebound.
The lane. Deflected out of bounds. Still Rockets ball, 11 to shoot. .223 or .239 and a 2-point game. Beverly with the 5 fouls right on Harden.
Austin Rivers with the basketball.
To double team him all night. Pass stolen by Beverly.
Beverly with the steal.
Lou Williams
goes up for 3. Misses it.
Westbrook has it. Westbrook drives to the basket. Layup is no good.
Oh, he missed the layup.
Stolen by Tucker. And a foul on P.J. Tucker.
Tucker with the foul.
So Leonard will shoot 2 as Tucker picks up his 5th.
Tucker with foul number 5.
End of the play, because he's got these guys scrambling, right? Neither in good position.
Shout out to the 74 of you guys. Appreciate you guys.
I think it's the last little play by Lou Williams to get in front. Just really hanging in there defensively to make that a tougher shot.
Just enough to alter it slightly where he misses.
Exactly.
Kawhi to the free throw line. Misses the first.
Missed free throws.
2:09 left in the game.
Free throws here on the
down 2.
I think these guys are exhausted. I mean, Clint Capella's worked so hard in the backboards. That last possession, he didn't get out of the paint on the opposite end of the floor.
Makes the second.
Leonard 1 for 2.
Brings it to a 1-point game.
Both teams with multiple timeouts. And neither team fouls
2 minutes left in the game.
Under 2 to play.
Harden with the basketball, shoots a 3, and gets a 4-point opportunity.
And a chance for a 4-point play.
Makes the 3, gets fouled.
Looked at the crowd and
1:57
said, wow.
left in the game.
Like
it is 1:13
Don't reach
till 1:09.
And then you're forced to close out. And 1. Wow. He should have just said, I am a bad man, and I got this game on lock.
Beverly with his 6th foul.
Patrick Beverly just gets fouled out.
And Harden with a chance to put them up now by 5.
Oh, he misses it. Lou Williams with the basketball.
Lou Williams finds Paul George.
Paul George for 3. In and out. James Harden brings it up.
Rockets, who had their 8-game winning streak snapped in Denver on Wednesday, trying to get a big road win here. Capella short.
Capella
gets his rebound.
Gets his own rebound and makes it. 1:15, 1:09. 120 left in the game.
Lou Williams for 3.
Lou Williams for 3. It is now a 3-point game.
Tony is hot. Eric Lewis telling the players on the Rockets bench to get back on the sideline.
And James Harden was visibly demonstrative with his team, telling him to get off the floor.
Westbrook drives inside.
Westbrook
got it back. That was close to a double dribble, unless it was knocked out of his hands.
Passes it to Tucker. Tucker makes it.
Tucker, another big play.
1:17, 1:12, 1 minute left in the game. Timeout, Clippers.
Remaining. Clippers down 5 with the ball when we come back.
Clippers are down 5. Shout out to the 83 of you guys. I appreciate you. I'm not too sure what you said, Robert. AT says, come on, Rockets. Andre says, Sweet Lou, best sixth man ever. Shout out to Laggy. Appreciate you coming in. Says, come on, Rockets. Andre says, let's go Tuck. Put the kids to sleep. All right.
Stretch.
And
here's
we're
the
back.
three-pointer from James Harden. And did he kick his leg out there a little bit to draw
Shout out
a
to
foul?
Caesar.
It looked like
Says,
it was
let's
a little
go
bit
Clippers.
out as both Beverly and George, just such a clutch three-pointer from Harden. And here's the one that the Clippers thought was a walk. Now, did Williams deflect it out of his hands, or did Westbrook? It's so close to tell. If Williams knocked it out of his hands, then it's not a travel. If he did, then it should have been.
Well, to me, it looked like he hit his arm, and that's why Russell lost control of the ball.
Got Lou Williams with the basketball.
These two teams getting after it.
Paul George,
corner
for three, and makes it.
From George, and
It is a two-point game.
Still plenty of time remaining.
46 seconds left.
Kawhi Leonard on Harden. Find Westbrook.
Westbrook
pass inside
to Capella.
Blocked.
Blocked.
Michael Green knocked it away.
Kawhi Leonard
had it, lost it, got it back again.
to Lou Williams for three, and gets it. Clippers take the lead. 30.1 seconds left. What a game, folks.
Points for Lou Williams.
Begins on the defensive end of the floor with the challenge at the rim. So again, a double team. The pass inside. Capella gets rejected. They get numbers on this end. You've got so many options, Mike. Lou Williams in the corner. Paul George, the extra pass. That's after George hit the three in the opposite corner.
Look how quickly
Lou Williams
Paul
was
George
wide open.
gave it to his teammate. And they all have confidence in that man to knock down a clutch shot. For George, he hasn't shot the ball well, but he just hit a big three, and he's got 7
Both teams
assists.
with one timeout
I
each.
saw Mike D'Antoni pointing to his sideline.
Lou Williams
And I
had
don't know
0
whether
points the
Paul
first
George
half on
stepped on
0
the
for 4
sideline on the
shooting.
big three
Has
he
26
hit.
points the second half on 9 for 12 shooting.
What a wild finish. Doc Rivers' team fell behind and now have a 1-point lead with 30.1 seconds remaining. Again, neither team has a foul to give, and now both teams have one timeout left. PJ Tucker scoreless in the first 3 quarters, 7 points here in the fourth. Russell Westbrook's played well, and of course James Harden has had his moments of brilliance with 35 points and 12 assists.
They've been consistently trapping, trying to get it out of his
James
hands
Harden brings
here.
up the basketball.
Here we go. Leonard on Harden. Harden on the drive. Gets inside.
Harden gets
Leonard
to the
doesn't
free
like the
throw
call.
line.
Harden will shoot 2. A chance to take the lead at the free throw line.
22.1 seconds left in the game.
Well, James goes quickly. Gets the step.
Now Doc Rivers can challenge it.
So see what I say about James being the guy to hook the defender's arm.
Harden makes the free throw, ties the game up.
Just watch the off arm. And it's the second time it's been Leonard that's guarded him. He grabs Leonard's arm, just as the last time Kawhi complained.
Absolutely. Doc Rivers did not challenge it.
And makes the
Harden hits
second.
the free throw. 37 for Harden.
Timeout Clippers.
14 of 18 from the free throw line.
22.1 seconds left.
Game. Clippers now will have it, and they'll use
Shout
their
out to the 92 in the building.
22.1 remaining.
Shout out to Ethan. Says
coming up next.
Go Clippers. Andre says take the lead. Caesar says nice game. Appreciate it. Got some copywritten music going on, so I have to mute the audio.
Six-man award winner, three times overall in his career. Has just become such a clutch player. Was always a big fourth quarter player.
Season high in any half is 26 points by Lou Williams.
But he has just found a comfort zone and an experience and the
Houston
usual
with a one timeout left.
Where you trust him down the stretch.
And the only timeout
play
left.
Straight up here. Everybody has got to be good individually because you got three threats you're dealing with. Williams, George, and Kawhi.
George will inbound. PJ Tucker.
Kawhi with the
five
ball.
fouls guarding Kawhi Leonard. Leonard on the drive. Pull-up jumper. It's good.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard for two. Takes the lead. 13-12, 11. Harden has the ball. Westbrook for three. Misses it. Paul George with the rebound. Fouled by Westbrook. 1.2 seconds left.
Still not over yet, even if
Laggy, we definitely keep a clean chat.
Because the Rockets do have a time left.
They run pick and roll with Lou Williams.
Shout out to the 102.
Look
Appreciate you guys.
Battle. But as he is reacting, Kawhi's just waiting.
I do this all season long, so if you guys love basketball, definitely subscribe.
Patience and composure, and he had
if you love football, definitely subscribe to the Gridiron Blitz.
Russell Westbrook fouls out.
1.2 seconds left.
And
Paul George to the free throw line.
6 of 7.
Has 17 points. Makes the first.
Now
makes it a 2-point game.
To make it a 3-point game. Cephalosha comes in with Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook following out.
And again, Mike D'Antoni, he didn't use that timeout. Boy, is he glad, because now
Paul George makes the second. It is now a 3-point game. 1.2 left. And the Houston Rockets take their last timeout. No teams have timeouts left.
The other night. Houston obviously needs a 3 to force the overtime, but it's a tough
Can we get overtime?
To commit that foul, because whoever catches it on the inbounds is most likely going to go right into their shooting mode.
Correct. I don't think you have enough time to do it here, Mike. It's just too close, and you're right. As on the catch, if you're even touching them, you're going up as an offensive player.
And you can't do it before it's inbounded, because you get that away from the play foul.
Gridiron Blitz says overtime, maybe.
So
hope so.
So do you just all 5 defenders are standing on the 3-point line? Right.
There shouldn't be any reason why any defender is inside the 3-point line.
Give up a layup. Everybody guarding somebody
AT
on
says,
the 3-point
I
line.
want to lay down, so watch there be overtime.
So they'll inbound on the front court. Oh, it's Harden, Tucker, McLemore. Cephalosha will inbound. And Chris Clemens comes in as well. They're all outside the 3-point mark. All 5 defenders.
And challenge without fouling out here.
Clemens comes across. Harden has it knocked out of his hands. Clemens has it.
Oh, wow.
Clippers do
And
again.
that is final, 122 to 119.
And defeat the Houston Rockets, 122-119.
The Clippers win the game.
Shot making from both teams, but
What
LA
a
emerges
game,
victorious.
folks.
Another fourth quarter comeback.
Shout out to VA2. Says Clippers win.
Everybody above their doors. There's no reason for them to be
Appreciate
below
you
it.
coming
That is
out,
correct. And you just
AT.
want to make sure you're not
Hope you
fouling
feel
anybody.
better.
But look at the length that closes. 3 incredibly long defenders.
What a game,
Kawhi,
though.
Paul, and
This
Jamichael.
is
Look
crazy.
at 'em. Long arms, quick to the
Caesar
ball.
Well,
says,
they had a fairly
what a
good
game,
idea
go
who was going to
Clips.
get
Yeah.
the ball, and they surrounded him. Let's go to George.
Daniel says, good
Thanks,
game,
Mike.
Troxel.
Kawhi, back-to-back thrillers here at home against two really good teams. You hit the game winner. What does it mean for your team to be able to pull these close games out right now?
It's great because we're trying to build. You know, we come in, we're doing it too late. In the fourth quarter, we're playing hard, making shots, but we got to start off early. You know, a little bit too many mistakes in the first half. We ended up closing it down in the fourth quarter, though.
Lou Williams, big second half again tonight, another big fourth quarter. What can you say about your new teammate?
I mean, he's great. He, you know, he doesn't back away from the pressure. He loves those moments, I can see, and he's knocking down big shots for us.
Kawhi, we know you're a fun guy. How much fun are you having right now?
I'm having a lot of fun. You know, we just got to win tonight, and we're building. Second game with everybody playing again, and it's just been great. Waiting on Landry to get back now.
All right, Kawhi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
All right, George, you have both these teams.
All right,
with
that
key
was
new-
Kawhi Leonard with 24 points, 9 for 16 shooting, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals. Caesar says, what a game, go Clips. Dwayne says, go Clippers. Andre says, thanks, Troxel, I appreciate you. Merodab says, Clippers Nation, stand up. Hey, you guys, that is a heck of a game. 10-1 at home. Got to protect the home court advantage. You know, home court advantage is a real thing. Shout out to the Clippers. But with that being said, I want to say I appreciate you guys all for coming in. Appreciate all the new subscribers. You guys mean a lot to me. And if you guys are not subscribed, definitely hit the subscribe button and hit the like button on your way out. I do basketball all season long, and the Gridiron Blitz does football all season long. Also, check out the description below for all the members of the Sports Movement Network. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice day. Troxel Sports Talk, and I am out. Peace.